a captivating enigma, a symbol of sensuality and a beacon of liberation. Brigitte Bardot was all this and more. It's a tale of an extraordinary woman who thrived under the spotlight and ultimately walked away to embrace a cause that ignited her soul. Join us as we tell the story of Brigitte Bardot. The rise to stardom. Born September 28, 1934, in the heart of Paris, Brigitte Anne-Marie Bardot was a star in the making from the beginning. The only child of Louis Bardot, an industrialist, and Anne-Marie Moussel, an aspiring ballet dancer, she was introduced to the world of arts at a tender age. Her mother's unfulfilled dreams of becoming a dancer found a new lease on life in young Bardot, who was enrolled in ballet classes at age 7. Her entry into the world of acting was as fortunate as it was unexpected. At age 15, she appeared on the cover of Elle magazine, a popular French fashion publication. Her stunning beauty caught the eye of film director Marc Allegret, who offered her a role in an upcoming film. Although the film was never made, his assistant, Roger Vadim, was captivated by Bardot's charm and potential. Vadim later became Bardot's first husband and the catalyst for her rise to stardom. In 1956, her career took a monumental leap with the film And God Created Woman. Directed by Vadim, the film was a bold exploration of female sexuality and independence, themes considered taboo in the conservative 1950s. Bardot's portrayal of Juliette, an uninhibited and free-spirited woman, was a stark contrast to the demure and submissive roles typically assigned to actresses of that era. Her performance was both provocative and compelling, earning her international acclaim and establishing her as a sex symbol. Her influence wasn't confined to cinema. Her unique style and fashion sense became a cultural phenomenon. She popularized the bikini, a garment considered risque at the time, and she turned it into a symbol of female liberation. Her signature look, characterized by wide headbands, barefoot elegance, and tousled hair, became a fashion statement, inspiring women around the world. Over the next decade, her star continued to rise. She starred in numerous successful films, working with some of the most renowned directors and actors of the time. Her performances were lauded, her beauty celebrated, and her influence undeniable. Yet beneath the glittering facade, Bardot was a woman grappling with the pressures of fame and a tumultuous personal life. The world saw her as a symbol of beauty and sensuality, but behind the camera she was a woman in search of meaning and purpose. Lovers and marriages. Brigitte Bardot's personal life was as captivating as her on-screen performances. Her romantic liaisons were the subject of much speculation and media attention, adding to her image as a liberated woman who defied societal norms. Her first marriage was to Roger Vadim, the man who played a pivotal role in her rise to stardom. They were married in 1952 when Bardot was 18 and Vadim was 26. Their marriage was marked by a shared passion for cinema and a mutual understanding of each other's creative pursuits. But the relationship was strained by Bardot's rising fame and Vadim's alleged infidelities. They divorced in 1957 but remained close friends and collaborators. Her second marriage was to actor Jacques Charrier. The marriage was a tumultuous one marked by public disputes and private disagreements. They had a son, Nicolas, in 1960. Bardot's relationship with her son was strained, and she admitted in her memoirs she was not cut out for motherhood. Her marriage ended in 1962. Her third marriage was to German millionaire playboy Gunter Sachs. Their whirlwind romance was the talk of the town, with Sachs famously showering Bardot with roses dropped from a helicopter. But their marriage was short-lived, ending in divorce after 3 years. Bardot's fourth and current husband is Bernard Dormal, a former advisor to the French far-right politician Jean-Marie Le Pen. They've been married since 1992 and live a reclusive life in Saint-Tropez. She's also had numerous lovers, both men and women, contributing to her image as a free-spirited and sexually liberated woman. She was linked to many famous personalities, including musicians Serge Gainsbourg and Sacha Distel and actor Sami Frey. Her relationship with Gainsbourg was particularly notable, leading to a fruitful collaboration in music. Their song Je t'aime, moi non plus became a controversial hit due to its explicit sexual content. Her turning point. In the midst of her thriving career and tumultuous personal life, a seemingly insignificant event served as the turning point for Bardot. It was an encounter with a little goat during a film shoot in Périgord, France. The woman who owned the goat intended to roast it for a celebration. Bardot, an animal lover since childhood, was moved by the creature's plight and bought it on the spot. The incident sparked a profound change in her, leading her to question her life's direction. She was at the height of her career, a global icon adored by millions, but she was growing weary of the relentless pace of her life, the constant scrutiny, and the hollowness of fame. In 1973, at age 39, and at the peak of her fame, she announced her retirement from acting. She chose to step away from the glamour and glitz of stardom, a decision that shocked fans and the film industry. But for Bardot, it was a step towards the life she had yearned for, a life dedicated to a cause she deeply cared about, animal rights. It was a bold and unconventional decision, reflecting her courage and determination to follow her heart, even if it meant leaving a successful career and a life of fame. Becoming an animal rights activist. Bardot embarked on a new journey. She turned her attention and international clout towards animal rights, a cause she'd been passionate about since childhood. In 1986, she established the Foundation Brigitte Bardot to protect wild and domestic animals in France and abroad. The foundation works towards the welfare of animals, advocating for animal rights, and raising awareness about animal cruelty. Her dedication to the cause was unwavering. She threw herself heart and soul into her work, despite not having prior experience in animal welfare. Her foundation has financed the construction of a wild animal hospital in Chile, a park to care for mistreated bears in Bulgaria, and sanctuaries for koalas in Australia, elephants in Thailand, and horses in Tunisia. Bardot's efforts have not only helped protect and conserve numerous animal species, but have also raised global awareness about animal cruelty. Her activism hasn't been without controversy. Her outspoken views on animal welfare have often clashed with cultural practices and religious beliefs, leading to legal repercussions. But she remains steadfast in her commitment to animal rights. The Controversies. While Brigitte Bardot's life and career have been marked by numerous achievements and contributions, they have not been without controversy. Her outspoken nature and strong views have often landed her in the midst of public and legal disputes. One of the most notable has been her public statements on race and religion. She's been convicted multiple times for, quote, inciting racial hatred due to her comments about the Muslim community in France. She's been fined on several occasions, including a notable instance in 2008 when she was fined €15,000 for her comments about the Muslim community's treatment of animals. Bardot's views on immigration and her support for the French far-right political party, the National Front, have also been a source of controversy. Her relationship with her son has also been a subject of public scrutiny. She admitted that she was not cut out for motherhood and had minimal contact with her son. That drew criticism from the public and the media. But she has remained unapologetic about her views. She continues living life on her own terms, unafraid to voice her opinions. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite memory of Brigitte Bardot? What part of her life story is most surprising to hear about? Let us know in the comments section below.